All right, so this is the 3.4 Wood Elves that just dropped last week. It is an army I am very much looking forward to. I have to admit, when I first got into Warhammer, I think it was just getting into 8th edition at that time, just starting. I wanted to play the Wood Elves, and the person that I played with at the shop discouraged me from it. Said, "No, Wood Elves are a terrible army. They're really far behind. High Elves just they're getting upgraded. They're one of the best armies. They're very high powered." And of course, he had a high elf army he wanted to sell me. So I think that had a little bit of play into it. But it was a very powerful army. Very high success army. Easy to play as a beginner. So, but in my heart, I always wanted to play the Wood Elves. I don't know what it is. Just being in it, elves and being in the woods just worked for me. And so I'm looking forward to this army. Now, I believe that OPR is going to go in a little bit different direction than I thought they would. They're going to be kind of bug themed. They really have three themes. They have the Grove, the Glade, and the Eternal. And so the Grove or the Glade are kind of the regular elves. They're the standard grunts, whatever. The groves are more of the elite elves, and then the Eternals are the bug elves, the ones that kind of merge with bugs or something, or work better with bugs. Um, so if we look at the units here, Glade Leader, just a standard regular captain type of guy. This is more Grove is more of a lord if you're thinking Warhammer. Eternal Elder. Um, I don't really know what this is going to. The Heavy Claw. Guessing it's kind of like a bug elf or something. I don't know. That's what I'm going to guess. Treeman Elder is going to be like a branch wraith, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be something like that. And then the Eternal Guardian Ancient sounds like a tree lord type of thing. I'm not sure. Probably more like a treekin leader is probably the closest that I can think of what this sounds like. Anyway, you got the treemen. These are the regular dryads that you're used to. Um, Wonder how they're going to look. The Glade Defenders are going to be coming out in the first release. And the first thing that jumps out at me of the Wood Elves is Strider. I love Strider, and this makes me want to play this army even more. I'm so excited about it. I love being able to ignore and have a very maneuverable army. So, yeah, pretty excited about having Strider pretty much across the board. I think it's across the board, if I'm not mistaken, except for the flying units. And so these are the Glade Defenders. They're going to get a halberd spear or just a sword. Um, your Eternal Revenants, I think these are your bug infantry, your bug elf infantry. Grove Wardens are the guys with heavy weapons. They're going to have great weapons, and they're going to have Monster Hunter. They're going to be your. We're taking down the big guys. War Dancers. I think everybody knows these are like the elite infantry. They get special. Ooh, glider wings. Once per activation, before attacking, place this model anywhere within 6 inches. Oh wow! So this is like bounding, and they get regeneration and war dance. Yeah, this is a good unit. I can't wait for these guys or girls. Um, Glade Guardians. These are the regular bowmen that we're all used to. They get special arrows. Super excited about these guys. Glade Scouts, I think, are coming in the first release. Not really excited about them, but they might be good models. Forest Watch. This is the elite um, archers. They're the ones that get ambush, eagle eyed, so they hit on twos or shoot on twos. Stealth, and of course Strider. But they're a little weak. They should get a little something extra also, not just what eagle-eyed, but they should get like AP1 or something, or rending. Yeah, I think they kind of missed the boat a little bit on that one. I was getting excited about them, not anymore. Um, Deer riders. These are the, well, at least they were the heavy cavalry. They have lance, and they're 4 or 5. They seem more like light cavalry now. You could put a bow on them, take away their lances. I don't know why you would do that. Anyway, they got scout and strider, of course. If they had bounding or whatever the war dancers have, that would make a lot more sense to me, especially for regiments. Um, that's deer riders, deer lancers. Ah, okay. So they're the ones that get extra quality. Furious. These are like the deer riders we're used to seeing in Warhammer. And so these would be more of the heavier, more elite cavalry. I wouldn't say heavy because they only have defensive 5. They don't have any extra AP or anything like that. And they have impact. Did deer riders have impact? Yeah, they have impact. Okay, so yeah, they're this doesn't look too enticing, but they're still pretty useful. Mounted weavers. So this would be the deer. What used to be the deer sisters. They get magic staff, magic blade. They could be casters. So that works there. Eternal bug riders. This is going to be new. This is probably going to be your heavy cavalry, I'm guessing, because they've got impact 2, toughness 3, toxin claws. They kind of remind me a little bit of the griff riders, demi-griff riders. Um, spite blade. So instead of lance, you get rending. Maybe. Maybe I'll go for that for 5 points. I think lance is pretty cool, especially on cavalry that can move fast. Do they move fast? No, they don't move fast. Whoop, that's Streaming Boots. I'm sorry. Eternal Bug Riders. Flying. Okay, that's cool. Impact 2, Malice. Enemies get -1 to hit in melee. Okay, so that's cool. That's extra defense. But their defense is 5 already, so I don't know. Not too sure how excited I should be about these guys. Treemen Brutes. I've always liked the Treekin. Branch Maces, 3 attacks, AP2. I guess that's pretty cool, but again, their defense is pretty low. They're just like regular infantry with toughness 3. They do get furious, so I guess if you can make the furious even more furious, that's good. Eternal Hunters. Are these also like Treekin? I'm not sure. It'd be interesting to see what the models are like. I'm guessing they're like, oh, eternal. That means bug. Huh. Got to see what these guys look like. I'm guessing half elf, half bug. Beetle swarms. That's everybody knows about those. Jaw and owls. I'm looking forward to. In fact, I think we're going to get that in the first release. I love the owl theme. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So I'm definitely going to be getting these, even if they are not that great. They get 3 claws, so 3 attacks, toughness 3. That seems a little light. They do get impact 2, a little bit extra defense, and of course they're fast and flying, so that's pretty cool. And then your owl riders, you get extra lances on there. So they look pretty similar to the owls, except you get 3 extra attacks. So yeah, they really should get 3 attacks here, right? I don't know. It seems a little light on the offense, even though defense is pretty good. Quality is better here, so that's good. And then of course you got your monsters, the Eternal Guardian. Don't know what that's going to be. Giant Beetle, self-explanatory. Tree Giant, that sounds cool. Great Owl Chimera sounds pretty awesome. That's like their dragon, I guess. And then the Forest Ancient. All looks pretty cool, but overall, I'm very excited about the theme of it. I don't know how powerful they're going to be, but the fact that they've got Strider is definitely going to help, and especially if you got the right terrain. So you got a lot of forest terrain, a lot of things that Strider will help you with. This army's, I think, going to get a plus. If you don't, it's probably going to be a minus, but I don't care. I love Wood Elves, and I just can't wait till they come out. So it was fun talking about this. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the rules and what I think we should be playing. Um, and because I think there's just too much. I know it's weird to say. There's too much variety in the rules, too many options, and we really should get organized in how we play the game. So that'll be my next video. Until then, I'll see you later.